Sup, Buzznet? In reference to the podcast, finally.
Back after our hiatus.
Yeah, sorry. Life, depression, vacation,
Work,
my dog.
Brody, no.
Brody, go lay down.
Lay down, buddy. Lay down, I'll pet you. He's like, that's the last thing I want you to do. You lay down? Here. Lay down. Nope. Nope. Lay down. Good boy.
Alright. I'm Amanda.
I'm Heather, in case you forgot.
It's been a while. They might have.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot ass minute.
It's not over there. Quit looking for it.
Today we're gonna learn about that freaky shit.
Freaky Friday.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what we normally say there. Oh, I think that's your bit.
It's Freaky Friday, and you always say, hit me with that freaky shit, bitch.
Yeah. Alright, what are we gonna learn about?
Today we're gonna learn about the USS Olympia.
That's false, because that's not what you have as your first episode.
What did I have as my first one?
I don't know, but it wasn't that. It was the other one.
Which other one? I don't remember.
Now I'm gonna have to go into our Google Docs and... No, I don't want that. That's not gonna help me. Brody. Pontifract Poltergeist?
You want me to do that one first? I don't care. I have both of them done.
I don't care.
Because I'm prepared.
Listen.
We'll learn about that next time.
Okay. I've been very depressed.
Brody, aren't you supposed to emotionally support her?
Not even Brody to do. Help. Boop. Alright.
Okay.
Is this where we were? Is this where we went in Buffalo? No.
No.
Okay. I don't know what ship that was.
I do not want to take a stroll. Thank you, Fitbit. No, I don't even remember what that one was called. No, that was the, I'm not going to give you your bone till we're done.
Lay down. Good boy.
Okay. In February of 1890...
I like how you never said what it was.
Oh, I did too. I said
No. About the one in Buffalo. You're like, it was the... And then we started yelling at Brody.
I can't remember what it was called. It was the... Something with the S. The Sullivans.
Ah.
That's what it was. Okay. I didn't even think of doing that one. This one partially takes place in one of your favorite cities in the state.
Oh, Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
In February of 1895, the USS Olympia was officially commissioned and departed a shipyard in San Francisco.
San Francisco. That sounded so disgusted with me. You're like,
No, I just lost my place. One sentence and I lost my place. This is gonna go fantastic.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. I forgot how to read, especially out loud. I also apparently spelled Francisco wrong. Because I did. There's supposed to be another C in there. The ship was 344 feet and 1 inch in length.
Gotta get that. Hey,
gotta
every inch counts.
Gotta get that extra inch in there. Once the boat left the yard it was constructed in, it headed to Vallejo, California, to the Mare Island Naval Shipyard. After they put the final touches on the ship, it was sent to Santa Barbara for a special festival in April.
Oh.
And then on April 20th, the Olympia saw its first tragedy. During a firing exercise, John Johnson, which I would hate to have that name, was killed in an accident when a 6,000-pound barrel of a big gun crushed him.
It's so big.
That's like 3 bowls.
3 bowls?
B-U-L-L, not
Oh.
B-O-W-L.
I was like,
You're like, what kind of bowls are you using?
yeah, I was like, holy shit.
Or no, not a bowl. Texas Longhorn. 2,000 pounds. I learned that at the rodeo yesterday.
I still just can't get over it. I'm like,
A
what the hell are they using
like,
at
what
her
kind of-
house?
Bring
Bring out the bowl. Bull.
bowl. Bull.
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 God, this is going great.
Other deaths due to accidents, or a sailor that lost his leg when an anchor cable snapped.
Yeah.
But it didn't say it, like, I'm assuming it just, like, severed it.
Yeah.
That'd be painful.
Uh-huh.
He later died from his injuries.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Another sailor fell 40 feet from the deck into the engine room.
Oh, that sucks.
Then the ship continued on its journey and went back to Vallejo to
It was
be...
just like, fuck it.
It's like, 3 people, it's fine.
We're good. It's Gucci.
We'll get more. It's fine.
It's...
It became a replacement to the ship known as the Baltimore, is the official flagship of the squadron known as the Asiatic.
Okay.
At least I'm assuming that's how that's pronounced.
It almost sounded like you looked it up and knew how to pronounce it, honestly.
It's spelled Asia tick. like Asia and then tick.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's Asiatic.
I'll trust you.
On August 25th, 1895, so many years before I was born,
What?
the Olympia was told to go to the waters of China, but was docked in Hawaii after 1 week of their trip because of a deadly outbreak of cholera that occurred.
Nice.
And then on October 23rd, they were eventually allowed to continue on their journey. So they were quarantined for a while. Well, at least it was in Hawaii. I mean, not for the people that probably died from it, probably didn't enjoy it.
I mean,
They might have, you never know.
who are we to judge?
The ship reached an area known as Yokohama in Japan on November 9th. And then on August 25th, 1898, not August, April, the declaration for the Spanish-American War was official. Within days, the Olympia was ordered to sail to Manila in the Philippines to capture Spanish ships. They were instructed that if they couldn't capture a ship, that they were to completely sink them.
Nice.
If they ain't gonna join, kill them.
Yep.
On May 1st, 1898, the Olympia was hailed as the first victors of the war. The ship returned to the United States on October 10th, 1898, in Boston. November of the same year, the Olympia was officially decommissioned. And then in January of 1902, the ship was recommissioned and ordered to the squadron known as the North Atlantic. It was responsible for watching the Mediterranean and Atlantic Oceans. I feel like that's a lot of water for, like, one squadron of ships to take care of.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know.
When the United States joined World War I in April 1917, the Olympia became the flagship of the force called the U.S. Patrol Force.
Wow.
That sounds like a kid's TV show, like Paw Patrol. The Patrol Force. They watched the eastern region of the United States and protected it from German ships.
Damn Germans.
They also escorted vessels through the northern section of the Atlantic Ocean.
P.S. I'm German, so I can say that.
You're German? What, like one tiny little sliver?
Listen! It counts!
I'm German.
I thought you were, but I don't want to speak.
Well,
for
I
both of
think...
us.
I don't know.
My mom's maiden name is German.
Like, no, it wasn't. I was like...
You're like, no,
It's
your
like-
last name's Siri.
No, like, when you said, like, the way you said it, I'm like, her last name definitely was not German.
Oh!
Like...
Oh, I get it.
I knew what her maiden name was. I was like, I was like, pretty sure I remember that it's not German.
That was a classic.
That's a good
Classic
one.
Heather moment. God, this is taking forever because Anyway, go on.
We needed this. It's fine.
Oh, girl, you don't even know.
From 1917 to 1922, the Olympia... We know
I
it's done.
understand.
I understand. From 1917 to 1922, the Olympia performed many duties for the U.S. military. The most notable was traveling to France and returned the remains of the individual known as the Unknown Soldier. In 1921, the guns were shot in a final manner. I'm assuming that means, like, the last time. Because I was like, I don't understand. I was like, is that, like, a special...
I don't understand.
I don't understand. On December 9th, 1922, the USS Olympia was decommissioned in Philadelphia and officially placed in reserve, and it is still there to this day. So that they did not use it in World War II.
They're like, fuck, too many people died.
Okay, now on to the spooky stuff.
Hit you with that spooky shit, bitch. Oh, we lost our place.
We did. A volunteer named Harry Burkhart said he felt someone grab his arms in the boiler room.
Nope.
He said he felt two hands that were extremely cold and he was alone in the room.
See, why? Why?
I would rather somebody, like, whisper in my ear than touch me.
Why do they have to touch you? I don't get it.
I'm here.
I don't understand.
You're like, don't touch me, you ghost.
Don't touch me, you drink. You see-through bitch.
Not all of them are see-through.
He's like, no. You took my bone from me.
A visitor to the ship watched the manifestation of a full-bodied apparition appear in front of her.
Nah. I'll pass on that one, too.
And I would rather, like, if I walked around and saw one, I would rather it already be there, not, like,
not appear in front of me.
Yeah, like, not watch it. In the boiler room, a female voice has been heard saying, "I think he is okay," and occasionally laughs.
I think. Sorry.
Dark shadows have been seen in the engine room.
Yeah, no.
I feel like, especially, like, if you're in the dark and you can see, like, a spot that is darker than the dark, like, I think that would be terrifying.
Yeah.
A man in a suit has been seen in the rear section of the ship. During an investigation, a man's voice was heard in an EVP saying, "I think I'm in love." There have been voices captured yelling, "Get out!" And this has also been heard by people with their own ears. I would promptly get out.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. Bye.
An EVP captured a voice saying, "Save the ship," because they were thinking of eventually sinking it and, like, making it part of a coral reef. Oh. They do that a lot. Like, the artificial reefs.
Oh, I did not know that. Learn something new every day.
Yeah. So they think that, I guess the ghost doesn't want to be underwater, so wants them to save it.
Can a ghost breathe underwater?
They could in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
And the last one is, a man has been seen walking around in a white Navy uniform and will just disappear or walk out of walls.
Wow. Which is weird because, like, don't they think that normally ghosts walk through walls because like,
they're
plans
used to
are
be
changed?
Yeah, so you would think on a ship that
he just won't fuck with people.
He's like, "Oh, you thought we couldn't just do it."
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a residual. Maybe it's intelligent.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe that.
Is that it?
That's it. That's all I got.
Oh, that was short.
Because I feel like our talking was longer than that.
Yeah, I feel like us yelling at Brody was
like 10 minutes.
The majority of this episode.
Majority.
The majority.
The majority.
Listen. I don't have anything to say.
Listen, Linda.
Linda.
What do you got for us next time?
I have I have this like itch on the inside of my big toe.
Ew, that's a weird spot.
It hurts. I have the story of Andrew Worst, who is
the worst.
Yeah. That's what I was like, that's gonna be a fun punny one. Yeah. So, until next time, find us on Instagram where we're most active and in reference to podcasts.
I'm still waiting for a spooky story in our email at inreferencetopodcast@gmail.com.
We have a Twitter. It's in reference to. We also now have a Facebook page because Instagram told me to get one. So it's facebook.com/inreference2. And we also have a Patreon at patreon.com/inreference2 podcast.
I don't know.
I never remember. Anyway, we have one of those. You can find it, I'm sure. Because we love your support for us and Wikipedia. And if you just need that furry dose of good old happiness of a dog sleeping 97% of the time, you can follow Brody.
He looks so mad that you keep talking about him.
You can follow him in his adventures at Brody the Shepherd Mix on Instagram.
Because he's so handsome.
He did a handsome boy.
He's like, please stop saying that.
That and, oh my goodness, are you so sleepy? So sleepy. Are you so sleepy?
Dear good boy. He's like, don't touch my tail.
He's playing like the cat and mouse game of like.
All right. Until next time.
Until next time. Ta-da!